Are you in college or looking for an internship? Do you want to have the corporate experience of how things work in a corporate life? Then you are at the right place, because I'm going to talk about how you can get an internship while you are at college. But before we deep dive in, make sure to hit the subscribe button and also hit the bell icon besides it to get notified whenever I upload a new video. So without further ado, let's get started with the video. Before we start the video, I want to talk about how I got 2 internships while I was at college. So firstly, you need to know that in which area you want to do an internship in and in which type of company do you want to do an internship in. So I was doing engineering, and I knew that I wanted to switch my field to social media marketing. So that was something I was continuously looking for. So plan after engineering was, once I complete engineering, I'll do a job for 1 year in my own field, that is engineering, like in IT, and after that I will also do side jobs for social media marketing. So that was the whole plan that I had in mind. But before I get into social media marketing, I wanted to take some kind of internship in order to get on-hand experience about it. So what I did was, I went to indeed.com, I went to naukri.com, and I went to many other platforms where you can find jobs, and there were listed internships on them. And what I did was, I didn't apply through those websites. I saw their job description and I directly went to their company website. I searched for their email address and then I directly drafted a mail to them. I'll mention the mail here about how it looked and what it should include. So this was a basic overview of how I landed 2 internships when I was at college. Now, before we dive deep into how you can get these internships, I want to give you some basic solid tips that helped me get those jobs in the first go, and you should also get it in the first go. So there are some tips that I'm going to share with you in this video and which will be super helpful for you too. So let's get started with that. First tip is, have a very solid resume. Now this is so important because a resume reflects what work you have done in the past. So my aim was to apply for social media marketing job, so my resume should be around that aspect only. It should also be around the projects apart from social media marketing, in order to know that you are highly skilled in other aspects as well. So make sure you add your skills section, your education section, your certifications. Those are super important. Even if you do not have an experience, like a previous experience, make sure the dummy projects that you have worked on, or the projects while you were learning and doing the certifications, make sure to include those in the resume as well. If you can, then mention a few links in your resume as well. So sometimes what happens is, you are sending the resume online and some links are clickable, so they can view your portfolio as well. Mention the websites that you have made, or if you are applying for an IT role, then definitely mention all the projects that you have done in college. So that is super important. Have a crisp and a solid resume. Make sure it is 1 page, because internships you are doing usually when you have just started out. So make sure your resume is not too long and boring. Make it to the point, make it crisp, and have all the certifications in it. The second tip is, have a very solid LinkedIn profile. Now, having a LinkedIn profile is super important because you need to have some social presence online if you are applying for a social media marketing job. That is not a definite criteria that needs to be met, but if you have that, that's an additional point which they consider, because social media is all about social media. So you need to have that strong presence, and you need to have that strong presentation skill in front of the client or in front of the company that you are applying the internship for. So make sure you have a very solid LinkedIn profile where you include all the description about yourself and what previous projects and portfolio that is there. Please make sure you mention it in the description of LinkedIn, and also have a very professional looking LinkedIn banner and LinkedIn display picture. That's super essential to put a very good first impression on the company or on the client. So the very first client that I got from was LinkedIn, and that was because I had all these foundation pieces in place. So make sure you have all this in place. So once you have completed the first and the second point, which is super important, foundation, to create a foundation for the next step, now comes the question of how and where to find these internships. So I personally prefer Indeed.com and Internshala to find internships. But apart from that, even if you want to find a internship in a specific company, then be free to email them, find their email on their website, and I'll also mention some cold email templates in the description box, so you can directly copy paste those and just change a little few words and send them and cold email. Attach your resume along with the cold email and send it to them. Make sure it is professional and use a Canva template in order to create a resume. After doing all this, if you still don't find an internship, what can you do? So now there are influencers, and then there are people who are big on Instagram, and they do not have a big company, or they do not have a big marketing team to do anything for them. So what you can do is you can do cold outreach to them as well. You can send out emails to them, and you can tell them that I can help you for a 1 week free trial, and then you can hire me as an intern, or you can even get a job by doing this. So that's how I have landed my social media marketing clients, and you can do that too. But if you're not confident initially to get like those high paying clients, then definitely go for a low ball offer or an internship. So that will give you a lot of experience about how the corporate world works and how actually you will be working with the client. So that is definitely super helpful. I hope this video was super helpful, and let me know if you landed an internship or no with the help of this video. But I hope you like this video, and make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you like this video. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, bye bye.